Well, welcome back to the Princess in Suburbia. Of course, I have with me Dr. Finch, and this is part 2 of what we were doing before. I'm telling you, social media, it is superb if you use it intentionally and strategically. I am your host, Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock. Of course, people want to know what I do. You know what I do. I write, I teach, I speak, and I show you how to make a living in writing and films. So welcome, Dr. Finch. Welcome back.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
So we want to go back to, you were talking in part 1 about social media, particularly about Periscope, right? Mm-hmm. How we can use Periscope strategically. Mm-hmm. And I have to tell you, you gave me some nuggets here. You have really given me some nuggets because there are certain things that you're doing that comes to you subconsciously, and you're not sure if it's the right way, and it's good to hear it from somebody else that, okay, you're doing it, and then there are other things that you need to implement. So I want us to talk a little bit about Periscope some more because we know there's a hot thing out there now. And then we want to look at the other social medias that are closed down, the reason why they closed, we think they closed down, and the ones that are supporting Periscope right now. So
okay, well, of course, Periscope is a strong platform if used correctly. You know, there's always a good and a bad to every situation. But the one thing I want to speak to, especially to my coaches and my speakers, let's make sure that we are doing landscape.
Ooh, say that again.
Landscape, you know, all right, so portrait, landscape. Okay, and the reason why we want to do landscape is because this is much easier for repurposing. This is beautiful for Vimeo if you are doing a video that you want to password protect, or if you're doing YouTube where you're going to put your speaker reels. Very, very important. When you do it in portrait, you get those 2 black lines on the side.
Oh,
and
that's
that is
why you see that. It doesn't look good.
It's narrow, right?
Yeah.
And you have to go and get in there, and you have to stretch out the video and all that. When all you could have did was do this, eliminates the problem.
Wow.
And then, you know, and you can go right into your Camtasia or your iMovie or your Adobe Premiere Pro, and it'll just log right on in, and it'll fit it in right nicely. Wow. That is one thing. So if you're going to use this as a repurposed video, definitely do it in landscape.
Wow. And
I would also recommend a mount. Archon mounts are the ones that I use.
Yes. How is that, by the way? Because I hear it's really great. How is that?
Oh my goodness. So you could start off with just a normal little mount. $19.99 little mount. Okay. And you can put it in there landscape, or you can put it in portrait, however you choose, but you can fit it in landscape. Then they have what is called a TW broadcaster. This would be awesome for Princess Fumi because Princess Fumi could put her iPhone on this side for Periscope, and then she could put her iPad over here for Facebook Live, push the button at the same time,
we're gonna talk about
and
that
go straight in. And you know, they are beautiful. I have a TW broadcaster myself. You've probably seen that if y'all been on my website. Yeah. Love it. And it makes everything so easy.
Wow.
And then they have mounts that go all the way to 5 or 8 different devices at the same time.
But who's doing that?
Oh, you'll be surprised.
Oh my God.
And then you have, like, if you want to take some pictures, you have a sonic shutter where you can put all of them, the app on all the devices, angle all the pictures, and you click. And you take in pictures in all those devices from different angles that you can use at any of your functions. Yes.
Oh my God.
And then something that a lot of people are not using, they're sleeping on, is the GoPro.
I have one.
Yes. What about you could be periscoping here, turn your link your GoPro, and have the GoPro in the back. You can then click the screen, and you can start using the screen from the back. So you can get, while you're speaking, you're getting the back angle of you speaking. Then click it back on and get the front of you speaking as well.
So you can do that with GoPro? Because I have GoPro sitting up there.
Yeah,
I have no
sleeping.
Yeah,
Sleeping
exactly.
on. Sleeping
it
on.
is sleeping.
But it needs to be a GoPro 4.
That's what I have.
Yes, GoPro 4.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so then you could put that in the back of the room. You could have your phone right here in the front of the room while you're navigating. Just tap the screen. It can come in, and it can show you the back and the screen around. And then you could click it again, and you could come back to your face.
Oh, I get it. Ooh.
Just saying.
You and I gotta talk about this some more.
Yes, I'm all about some tools.
Oh my goodness. This
and
is
then,
good.
you know, this is your lifeline in social media right now. This and your tablet. But all of your apps right here, you know, and you could just click on all these special apps and you can make your videos right there on your phone and then download that video, save your video from Periscope, and then guess what? Go get your YouTube Capture app. The YouTube Capture app, click it, and it takes the video right off the phone, puts it in YouTube. You can set it up right there. Don't even have to use your computer. Just saying.
Video capture app. YouTube
Capture.
So that is an app.
Correct.
And then you put it on your phone.
Correct.
So when you're done with Periscope,
right? Then you download the video.
You download inside your phone.
Right.
You save it in your phone.
Yes.
And then you now open your video capture. YouTube capture.
Yes.
And pull it in from there.
Yes. And then it goes right to your channel. You can type it up, put the titles, put the.
Isn't it something, people? We are learning so much about tools and everything. Oh my goodness, you are a woman that is so knowledgeable. Now, producer, make sure I don't forget that YouTube capture. Please, I don't want to forget that. So tell us some more though. What is the disadvantages that we're seeing in the use of the social media, especially Periscope? What are you seeing out there, how it's being misused?
In recent events, you see people where they want to use it as their personal, video cam, and they've turned it into, you would think Hugh Hefner was on there sometimes. And you would think he is building an army. Yeah. And and we have to, no, that is not what this was built for. Wow. And the thing about it is, I have been in scopes where they were smoking, drinking, this, that, and the other, and they would have over 3 or 4 digit.
That's right.
People
That's
in there.
right. It's unreal.
Why?
Isn't it unreal?
Why do you want to be part of the negativity?
Isn't it unreal though?
But then when you are sitting up there speaking about how you can build your business,
Then
how you can do different things with your life, how you could change your mindset, there's 4 people in there.
That's right. There was a time several weeks ago I was playing around on Periscope and I saw this wonderful little woman and I clicked. And she was actually, as far as she had all these bongs, and she was telling them, oh, this bong is good, this one is, and I'm saying, wait a minute now. And she was talking about marijuana. And she was really, she was killing it. Killing it, and she was sending them to her PayPal. And I said, wait a minute now, is PayPal even going to allow them to be shipping marijuana? And she was talking about, oh, no. When you're in Florida, nobody worries you about that. This is the type, make sure they don't mix it. And I'm like, boy, she knows her stuff. She knows her stuff, even including all the tools that they use. And she's still there. And anytime I see her, people rush it. Rush this thing. And I'm like, I don't get it. And yet you turn around and say you want to change your life, but you won't do what is needed to do to change your life.
But see, the thing about it is, she's giving them value and knowledge.
That's true.
And we cannot tell them what they value and what they consider knowledge.
That's true.
So that is a prime example of somebody values that.
That's right.
And somebody is seeking that knowledge.
That's right.
So they are in there.
That's right.
They have no problem giving her their time and their data.
And their money.
For this.
And their money.
And their money.
And their
That's
money.
right. If you have...
That's true.
And see, that's the part about it. She's following the rules.
That's
She's
right.
giving knowledge and value.
That's right. That's right.
And they are coming in with their time and their data.
That's right.
They are getting reciprocation.
That's right. Oh my goodness, that is. You know what? You're so right. You're so.
I
right.
mean, the thing is that positivity needs to come the exact same way.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You know, we can't, positive people, can't be crying all on there and,
That's right.
this, that, and the fourth. No, we got to come out just as strong as the negativity does. And see, if we are going to teach them something, we need to be as dynamic and as on point.
That's right.
Because that is showing you.
That's right.
That's what they value. That's the knowledge
That's
they're
right.
getting.
And
So you got to counterbalance with
That's
your
right.
value
That's
and
right.
your knowledge.
That's right. That's right. There's a lot of kind of like rumors or things going on Periscope about people that are misusing Periscope and are literally having people clean out their their purses and bags just to take a course. And so recently I've been getting quite a few come to me and even 2 days ago one particular lady was crying and said to me that she had, she was in 6 courses before me and she had spent thousands of dollars and until she came to my passion plan, she was still asking herself, what's my passion? Even after 6 courses. Now, it's one thing that we can tell our leaders to watch it, but you guys are adults too. Mm-hmm. So what role do you have to take in this thing that is happening? But this is a lot of things that is happening. Even as recent as a few days ago, somebody said that she paid somebody $20,000 to do something for them on something that they could do themselves. Mm-hmm. So how do we for us who are trying to do well,
right,
and trying to use that, how do we combat that? How do we?
Okay, so first off, as far as the client is concerned, the client has to do their research.
That's right.
They do need to Google. They do need to, go to the websites. They do need to look at the testimonies. They need to check out the testimonies. Mm-hmm. Okay? That is for you on that end. Yes, as far as the person who is trying to do well, stats.
That's right. That's right.
People want to know stats. They want to know the ROI.
That's right.
Especially if they're going to spend that kind of money.
That's right.
Don't take advantage of people who are trying to do better. Don't do it. I mean, karma's a mess.
That's right. That's right.
And at the end of the day, if you have that type of conscience to where you can sit there and take somebody's money and know you can't provide the service, I personally do not have that. I have no problem saying I don't know that, but right. I do know somebody who does
right.
that,
and that's
refer
right.
them.
That's right, and that's the problem we're having in Periscope now. That some people rather for them to refer people, all of a sudden they say, "Oh, that's good money, I can do it." And you have people who are now brand strategists calling themselves brand strategists. You have people who have now written one book before teaching people how to write books. It's just everything has just gone really berserk. And so for us, for people who are trying to use that medium in a great way, as we wrap up, what is your advice to those who are trying, one, from the perspective of the participants, and then the perspectives of the leaders who are on there, who have their own broadcast?
From both angles, live in integrity. Mm-hmm. If you know that you can't provide the service, let the people know.
Yeah, that's right.
And refer them to somebody who can.
That's right.
As far as the client, I only deal with people that I have researched and know that's in integrity.
That's right.
And that's very important because you can lose a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time dealing with just anybody.
That's right.
Research. Because there are good people on Periscope. There
Absolutely.
are good people that care about you, but there
right.
are some shysters too.
That's right.
So before you spend that money,
that's right.
do your research.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much. You heard it. Before you spend your money, do your research. So thank you so much for being on this set with us. Until next time, be inspired, be motivated, be of sentimental value. Above all, remember this: You are the hero in your own success, rescue, and recovery. Please write your story well and write it brilliantly. Until next time, bye-bye.